Surprise, surprise, you guys! I'm going live and doing free readings. I've been working really hard on all the orders. You guys know I just had that sale for the holidays. I'm really proud of myself because I didn't sell too many readings, and so I'm actually getting through a lot of them. So anybody who's waiting on their yearly reviews or anything they ordered over the past week or so, you're probably gonna have it really soon. I've got a lot done the past couple days, and I wanted to take a little break to just do some free readings and to just thank everybody who's been liking and subscribing and sharing my channel and who's been supporting me. I really appreciate all of you guys, and you guys know I've been traveling a lot. Sometimes it gets lonely, but it's just great that you guys are here for me and that we all kind of have this rainbow fam together. It's really awesome. So I really wish I could answer every single person's question, but I'd probably be here for days if that was the case. So I can only answer a couple, but I am praying that maybe if I don't answer your question, I'll answer like someone else who has like a similar question and it will somehow answer your question as well. So if I'm answering another person's question and the message resonates with you and the message helps you, then just take it, take whatever resonates. And I'm sorry if I can't answer your question, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who's here right now. So Court, hi, can I get a reading on my financial situation? How can I make enough to survive? I think a lot of people are stressed about their financial situation right now. How funny that this card is right on the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Pentacles. I think a lot of people are stressed about their financial situation right now because it's for a lot of people it's the winter. It's a time where the trees are shedding their leaves and are kind of spindly, and all the plants really aren't bearing much fruit, and it's a time of conservation. It's a time where everything's kind of standing still. There's not a lot of opportunity necessarily coming in right now, although I do see some opportunities with the new year. And so a lot of people are thinking right now, like, how can I improve the situation? A lot of people are realizing that maybe their job isn't in alignment with them. Some people are overextending themselves, buying gifts around the holidays and, spending more money on going out and hot chocolate and stuff like that. And so, it is kind of rough. What I'm going to say for you, Court, is to use your gifts to get what you want. Really start thinking about what your natural gifts and talents are. This is something I talk about in my channel in almost every reading, because this is something that's helped me in my life. Because I noticed once I started putting more time and more momentum into my gifts and talents and started growing them, and then started offering them for money, in exchange for money, I started making a lot more money, because here's the thing, money flows where your energy and passion goes. So whatever you're the most energetic about, whatever you're the most passionate about, that's where you're going to be able to make the most money. So my advice to you is, if you're in a job right now where you're overextending yourself, or you feel it's like something that just is not in alignment and it's frustrating for you, and you feel like you're just getting broken down, you're not getting paid enough, or it's like minimum wage or something, maybe start looking for work that's more gentle or more related to your gifts, so that at least if you got to work for minimum wage or something like that, it'll be something that doesn't take up as much of your time or is like a little bit more relaxing for you. For instance, if you want to be a photographer, maybe try to work in a camera shop. If you want to work with children, maybe you can be some kind of work in preschool or something like that. If you want to be a makeup artist, work at a makeup, Sephora or makeup shop or something. You might still ultimately end up like working in retail or working something like that, but at least it's something where you could get a discount at the store. Maybe you need to purchase supplies to help you towards starting a business, and you can get a discount by working there. Just make sure that it benefits you and that your job works for you versus you really working for it. My partner and I were just talking about that before I hit play on this. So I do feel this grief and this anxiety, and like there's this feather here, and it's like you want this goal but you're getting this feather. It's like a drop in the bucket and you're insecure and you're like man, I'm gonna have to get 2 or 3 jobs to support myself. And so I do see you leaving this difficult time behind. I think something that's important for you is to tell yourself, I am not my circumstances. This is not going to be forever. And honestly, this suffering that you're going through is going to make you appreciate what you have later so much more. Maybe you need this fire lit under your butt to kind of push you to move in the direction you're supposed to go in. Like, this is your contrast. So let's just look real quick and to see what some of your artistic gifts are. And I also have a pick a card reading for anyone who's interested. It's called Pick a Card Reading. What are your artistic gifts? Just type that in on YouTube, Rainbow Harmony, Pick a Card Reading. What are your artistic gifts? It'll pop up and you can see all of these cards explained in detail, and everyone can get a message on this for free. But I am seeing a message that, like, you're very gifted in the performing arts court. You know, you're very good at using your voice and your body, expressing your emotions and feelings. So maybe singing or music, or, you know, doing YouTube, maybe even tarot or healing, sound healing, acting, speaking, being a comedian, maybe doing makeup or costumes, something that includes audio and visual art, or working behind the scenes for any of these types of productions could be really good for you. This is kind of a key of like a direction you should move in for you to be able to make money. And so I think it's also about stirring pots, like having side hustles going. You might not be making pots, like having side hustles going. You might not be making money just through one thing. You know, you might need to have a part-time job. And me, for instance, I make money through many different ways. At least right now, I'm doing tarot, I'm doing life coaching, I'm a makeup artist, I do fashion work, I do production work, and I'm also branching out into another area right now. And so I make money in kind of different ways, and I've stirred pots. You know, my best advice to you really is to start with one thing and really work hard at it and like kind of get some momentum going, a little bit of money going in. When you feel like you've got a little bit more time and energy, start stirring another pot. There's definitely a message about using the internet, using social media. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is a card that's talking about money. And it's talking about you being some kind of crafts person. So maybe you can, there's a message for you about Etsy, like selling something on Etsy. Maybe you can even flip vintage clothes or something like that. And so this is about, you know, manifesting the skill, the dedication, and the attention to detail that it's going to take for you to be able to stay on this path. So it's going to take ultimately more work. You might have to find another job. It's going to be a lot, but I think just push a little bit more and you're going to get past this hump. And I see opportunities coming for you during the holidays. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for asking a question and for your support and for coming to my channel. And just remember, the situation's temporary and you have the ability to create change in your life, and you can draw money to you anytime you want. Okay, Soul Love. Why, oh why did he come back again and then disappear silently? It hurts me and it confuses me. Oh my gosh. That sucks. I'm going to pull some cards for you. I'm starting to get a download about this situation. I just posted a pick a card reading on ghosting. So you might, if you've watched it, awesome. Anyone else who has a similar question, they're wondering like, why did this person ghost me? Just go on my channel, scroll down a little bit. I just posted a pick a card reading about it. But I'm going to answer your question. So they came back and then they ghosted you again. You guys have been friends for a while. You guys have a really strong connection. You know, you definitely have, like, there's a soulmate connection here, right? When I said you guys have a strong connection, the soulmate card comes out. Very interesting. I do see that this person has been involved with somebody else, okay? I'm not sure if that's something you're aware of, but they were dating somebody else, or they were kind of like hooking up or flirting with somebody else, and I feel like that fell through. And so there's this message about, hi, George Taylor. I see you. I'll answer your question. Anyways, I see this message about you, like, really needing to be careful with this person, because I think this is somebody who's really struggling right now with being alone. And you guys had a strong connection. It kind of fell off. You guys went in different directions. It could have had to do with your finances and career, their finances and career. I feel like that kind of put a wall up between you guys, and they needed to go on their own path to like establish themselves. They kind of got involved with someone else, or flirting with someone else, or trying to move on. Then that fell through. And so you guys have a really magnetic connection, and so they were like drawn back to you. And then I feel like this person came back in their life, and so then you get ghosted. So I feel like they need to sever their attachment with this other person before they can fully move forward with you. I do see that you guys are strong soulmates. I think that they're not very conscious of time right now. Like, for instance, this is so weird, but like, I dated this guy for a little bit way back in the day. We went on a couple dates, and then he ghosted me for like a month, and I thought it was over. I started dating other people, and then he like hit me up one day. We hung out again, and I was like, I basically called him out. I was like, I didn't hear from you for like a month. I thought you were like, I didn't know you were interested. Like, and he was like, oh my gosh, like I had no idea it had been a month. Like, he just was off in his own world. I feel like something like that's going on here too, where this person isn't really conscious of time. They're not very grounded right now. And so I don't want to be making excuses for this person, because I really feel like if they want to pursue you, they'll pursue you. They'll continue to pursue you. And that's what I feel like the issue is here, is this person doesn't know what they want. And there's kind of an energy of somebody else. And so just be very, very cautious with this person. It's not like they're a bad person. I do feel like you'll receive communication from them. I feel like if for some reason you ask them if there's someone else, they'll say no, or like it might be that they have a crush on someone else, but I feel like it's just something they're confused about. This person has a past life with this other person. I do see a potential for you guys to rekindle this relationship. But they're dealing with their codependency. I feel like this person you're involved with needs a little bit more time on their own to be like completely single, not talking to anybody else, and just like do their own thing to get grounded, and then they'll be stronger in a better place and not so confused to be able to pursue you. And so they're saying there's nothing wrong with flirting with this person. I don't feel like they're trying to betray you. I just feel like they've been confused. That's pretty much it. So I hope that this message resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support and for asking a question. And now I'm going to take George Taylor's question. I know I've been talking to you, George Taylor, if you're still here, we always like each other's posts on Instagram. And I know I told you if you post a bunch of these emojis that I'll answer your question. So I'm glad I'm actually getting to do a reading for you. So George Taylor, if you're here, go ahead and write in your question. I always love your, by the way, I always love your posts. Like I'm reposting your stuff all the time on my Instagram. By the way, if anybody wants to follow me on Instagram, my handle is @rainbow__harmony. If you just type in Rainbow Harmony, you'll probably see me come up. And I would really appreciate if you guys followed me. And sometimes if you slide into my DMs, like I will answer a question for you. Not all the time, but if I have time. So yeah. I'm just waiting for George Taylor to type in their question. And I'm stretching. There's so many of you guys. I wish I could answer everyone's question. Okay, so George Taylor, you have a question about money. Okay. So, first of all, dude, you are super woke. And I feel like you've been going through a dark night of the soul. You're probably aware of that. Your destiny is to move somewhere. I feel like where you're living, you're very comfortable with it. It's like your home, of course, but I am feeling this message about you moving. Obviously, you need money to move, so we'll talk about that. But there's this message about you moving to connect with your soul family. I do feel like you'll be leaving difficult times behind with money, and you will create a good foundation in your life. I feel like you've been a little bit of a late bloomer. Like, you thought maybe by now at this point in your life, you'd be set, you'd have everything figured out. And I see that you've been working really hard in like a particular industry, but it just doesn't feel right. You want to be free. Honestly, I feel like everyone wants to just have limitless money and be able to go wherever you want, do whatever you want. You really crave freedom. And so I feel like for you, having a job where you work from home and freelancing is going to be good for you. I feel like when you come back from work or whatever, like you think all day, just like, I want to be home. I want to be in my bed. Like, I want to like just chill. And funny enough, I'm actually doing this reading in my bed right now. So you can actually have a job where you work from your bed if you want. If you love being in bed so much, like find a job where you can stay in bed all day. Do you hear that squeaking? That's my bed. And so there's a message about offering your healing services to people. I mean, I see your posts. You're so woke. Like, I save like almost all of your posts. I'm thankful I came across your account. Like, it's helped me so much. I know you're definitely part of my soul family. And I'm seeing this message about you opening up more and honestly probably doing something similar to what I'm doing. So I'm seeing some kind of podcast, you speaking. I see you perhaps even working at some kind of spiritual shop. Like, I feel like you're on a spiritual path, and that might kind of scare you a little bit because I think you're interested in spirituality and you like to post about it, and you have a lot of opinions and you get a lot of downloads, but I think offering it to help people is kind of different because I do feel like you like to be a little reclusive. And you like to, you know, you're a bit introverted. I think you're fun when you're around people and you're the life of the party, but when you go home, it takes a long time to kind of recover from that. And so I am getting this message for you about finding a way to work from home, and you can still connect with people. You can still heal people. You can still receive income working from home. And if you don't want to speak, maybe you can write. Maybe you can offer like astrology reports and like write it out, or readings for people and like you write it out. Maybe writing is something that you're going to be doing. And I feel like you're going to be very happy. I think money is going to be a struggle until you start to really offer your gifts for people. And your gift really is your knowledge. You have the gift of claircognizance. You have the ability to know things without logic or facts. You just get these strong hunches, these strong feelings, these intuitive thoughts that just pop into your head. So you're a leader. You're supposed to be teaching people and leading people. And you're already doing that with your account, you know? I feel like you could take your Instagram, use hashtags, like use a ton of hashtags, start putting it out there. I think you have this fear of like, you know, being a part of the system, or like, you know, you're kind of like a fuck the man type of person, and I am too. But I think becoming like an entrepreneur and spreading knowledge and charging for personal services is going to be great. Continue to offer free knowledge and free information. You can find a way to do that, because I feel like you kind of feel like, you know what, people shouldn't almost like feel kind of guilty for receiving money in exchange for your knowledge. But I think people will gladly pay for it, and you can still offer a lot of it for free. And I think the reason you feel kind of guilty about receiving the money for your healing gifts and for your knowledge is because probably in many past lives, you've been a shaman, you've been a healer, you've been a teacher, you've been a leader. And back in the past, shamans and healers, they would live on the outside of the village, and people would bring them gifts and gold and food, and the village and the tribe would really take care of the shaman. But now we're in these modern times, and we don't barter anymore. Like, the way that we exchange is through money, you know? So think about money more as being energy. There has to be some kind of energy exchange if you're going to be giving out your knowledge and using that gift of yours, or else you're just going to get really drained and really depleted. And I think the right people will come in your life who will want to support you for this knowledge you have, and I feel like they're really gonna appreciate that. I also see a message about you being some kind of medicine man. I don't know if this has to do with like cannabis or like mushrooms or like what, but I kind of feel like it's kind of hard to explain, but I feel like in the future, the laws about that kind of stuff aren't going to be as intense, and you might have some kind of business where you're like, you have a business like that, or but you're like, it's like a healing, more like healing for people. I don't know. The way it's marketed is more healing. I don't know what that's about. Maybe that resonates with you. And then this is saying like you've been working really hard, and you like maybe you're getting injuries or something. And it's like a message that like it's time to rest, and you need to, like, you're supposed to be using your mind more than your body, and you like to be active. So I see you hiking and I see you outside, but I see you doing that like on your own time. Oh, so you like to grow cannabis and you want to farm. Yeah, I think that's definitely in alignment for you. I got a big message about you doing that, and then also like offering healing. And so take that seriously. Like, you're definitely a medicine man, and the way that you market your product can be more about like the healing purposes. I mean, when you go into, like, I'm from California, you know, so when you go into like a shop, and you and you want to buy some cannabis or whatever, they've got all these crazy names for it and stuff, and it's like the name of the strain. But maybe in your shop or whatever, it can be like, here's the healing, like the spiritual purpose behind it, like it'll help you with your creativity, or like you can market it more for the healing purposes of it. And then they're saying you have a decision to make around your love life. It's kind of random, but there's a decision to make regarding like a twin flame situation. And I also see the end of struggle. I think you're really close to like breaking through. I think it's just about believing that your dreams and the things you've been wanting for your life are a reality for you, and then it's time to just take a little bit of action. It doesn't even have to be like take a leap of faith, just like take a little baby step. Make a vision board, and if you go on my channel or you go on YouTube and you type in Rainbow Harmony how to make a vision board tutorial, it'll teach you how to use Pinterest to just like put together a vision board for what you want. And I think this is why it's hard to kind of move forward and get more money for some people, because we don't really have a clear vision of what we want. And I want everyone who's participating in this to listen to this part of the message right now. This is so important. In our mind, we're constantly worrying and fearing and trying to control, manipulate outcomes, and that's just what our mind does. That's just what our ego brain does. And sometimes people in the spiritual community think like, you gotta think positive and you gotta like forget your worries and fears. Well, to be honest with you guys, that's almost impossible. So I think what's important is to create a safe space for your desires. And I think one of the best ways to do that is through vision boarding, or creating some kind of mood board for what you want for your life overall, and putting pictures and images, because your brain, your third eye really is very visual, especially for men. Like, you're very visual creatures. And so being able to see what that looks like put pictures of like what you want your grow farm to look like, and like what you want your products to look like, and what you want your healing business to look like, and that will kind of help you kind of ground those desires, and that's all you need to do. After you get that down in one place, like, the universe will start sending the right people in your life. You'll start getting messages through your thoughts, through your feelings, through dreams. Like, you'll know what the next step is. It's just sometimes you can't receive the guidance or like the next step until you actually set the intention. So setting the intention is the most important part of the whole manifestation process. couple years ago, I made a vision board of all the places I wanted to travel to. A few years later, here I am traveling the world. And I don't think I'd be here if I had never made that vision board on Pinterest. I don't know how the hell this happened, but I just know like that whole secret thing or like making a vision board thing is like legit. And you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be positive. I'm really kind of a depressed person, and like I still somehow manage to manifest stuff. And so it's not about perfection. It's just about little by little, and just don't give up on your dreams, okay? So anyways, final card for you. And I'll answer more of you guys' questions. Sorry, I've been wanting to do a reading for this person like forever, so just really excited. Let's just see if there's any more messages you're supposed to hear. And anybody who's watching right now, this is like an example of what a reading with me is like. And if you're interested, head to promiseharmony.com/services. You can purchase a reading. If you're going to see a lot of stuff on my website is out of stock. So if you just want to email me at castleintheclouds01@gmail.com, you'll find my information all over my YouTube if you need to find it. Request a reading that's out of stock, and I'll like send you a link. I just need to restock my website and I haven't done it yet. So last messages. Yeah, George, I see a special woman coming in your life. I feel like you might need to step forward and be ready. Yeah, wow, this is the Two of Hearts. That's so weird. The Two of Hearts is about love, is about union, is about happiness and kindness, and yeah, it's a gorgeous message about you being happy, and also communication coming in for you and your twin flame or your soulmate or whatever you want to call it. It's all just labels, but for you and someone to become a partner. I see somebody helping you with this path. I think you should start it on your own, but I think someone's going to come in and be a partner with you. So they're saying, realize you're worthy. You're here on this earth. It's not random. Some people want you to think it's random, but you're here on this earth, and you know, the desires you have, like that's your compass towards your soul mission and life purpose. And whatever you dream of and you think of repeated, like, you know, the repeated fantasies, the repeated thoughts you have, the repeated desires you have, you know, that's what you need to work towards. And to have faith. And remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't built in a day. So you don't need to feel guilty or pressure that you're not that this hasn't already materialized. You're exactly on time. You're not behind, and it's okay for you to leave the job and the industry that you're in eventually to move towards your goals. I think you've taken this path for a while, and you're very kind of attached to it and the people, and you're growing in this industry, but it's breaking you down. It's breaking you down, and there's this message about just needing to take a step back and really start planning your dreams so you can get out of that situation and get into infinite abundance. So yeah, I hope that resonates with you. It was great talking to you. DM me after this on Instagram. Let me know what you think. And I will always be liking and reposting your posts. Peace out. So, Oxy, any love messages for you? Let's go ahead and see. Okay, so there's someone you might have been talking to, and they're saying there's red flags around that person. So I think there's just a message about trusting your gut. This is weird. I like looked over at my Wildwood deck, and this card was just like that. And it's like the soulmate card. I think they're telling you to stay optimistic about your love life because there's a soulmate coming in, like there is like a union coming for you, and it might not be the person you think it is. There might be someone that you wish it was or you expect it to be, but they're saying there's red flags around that person, and it's gonna, this person's gonna come in kind of out of nowhere. It's gonna be really random, and so they're just reminding you to trust your gut, and also to have the strength to be patient. And wait for this person. As far as a timeline, it'll be within 7 months. So that might kind of seem like a long time, but I think it's gonna go by quick, and it's within 7 months. There will be a new beginning for you. And I see this beautiful new person coming in, and there's just someone that might try to hit you up soon, or that's trying to get at you, or that you're flirting with, or that you think this person is, and it's not them. So they're saying just pay attention to the red flags. So I hope that that resonates with you. And I'm going to take some more questions. So every once in a while, you guys, I do a live session where I charge $11 to answer questions like this. So just stay tuned, because I might do another one in the next couple days. I'm not sure. It just depends on how many of the personal readings that I get done that I already have. Stay tuned, because I post about it. Make sure you subscribe. And that's a way that I guarantee I answer your question. Okay, Jimin's wife. The next 3 months. Okay, the next 3 months. I should do another pick a card on that for everybody. If you guys missed my 2019 predictions, all you have to do is go on YouTube and type in Rainbow Harmony 2019 and it'll come up. I did a whole reading for every single month of 2019. I've heard it's pretty legit. You can also purchase a personal reading from me called the 2019 Yearly Review. Or not. You guys don't have to buy anything. I'll always be offering free stuff for you on here. So Jimin's wife. There's a message about your home situation changing. It could be that like you realize you want to search for a new home. It could be somebody new moving into your home. It could be the birth of somebody. It could also be that you make improvements or changes to your home. And I feel like this is, it might even be aesthetic. So you could be thinking about repainting or purchasing new furniture. I feel like you're gonna wanna make big changes with your surroundings and your environment. So it could go as far as an actual move. At the very least, it's redecorating, it's repainting, it's doing repairs. I also see you being reunited with somebody that you haven't spoken with in a while. This could be happening soon because it is Mercury retrograde, and so there's this message about kind of you know, people who you've kind of had fallings out with, or just have kind of left your life, or there's been some distance with, coming back in. So this could be like an estranged family member or like an old friend, but I do see somebody coming back into your life, and like there's a message that like they've changed a lot. They're willing to apologize, or they're willing to like make it right with you. And so there's a message about that being very healing experience. I'm also seeing a message about you maybe seeking out some type of healing. Like it could be like traditional therapy, maybe it's acupuncture or Reiki or crystal healing or something like that. But there's a message about like seeing a shaman or seeing a doctor, or maybe you'll be having a lot of doctor's appointments or something. But I see a message about you receiving healing and it being very helpful for you, and like self-care being very important the next couple months. And then I also see, just go with the flow. I think the next couple months are going to be very positive. I don't see anything that's, you know, saying this is going to be, yeah, honestly, the next couple months are really good for you. That's definitely what I can say. I don't see any blockages. I think it's a good time to plant some seeds. If you've been thinking about moving, then it's definitely time to start really looking into that. If you're happy with your home, then making changes. I feel like that's what you're really going to be preoccupied with, is the decorating or the painting or the repairs around the home. So I hope that this resonates with you. Thank you so much for your support and following my channel. So I'm looking at everybody's questions and trying to pick a good one. Afro Elysium, may I have insight on my photography career? Happy holidays, Rainbow. Aw, thank you. Happy holidays to you as well. I don't know why I just pulled my love deck. I think Afro Elysium, there's a love message that wants to come out for you, so I'm just going to pull that real quick, but then we'll move on to your photography career. Okay, so it might not be very soon that you're going to attract love in your life, or that there's, you know, things will be repaired in your love situations. I kind of feel like, not like it's a mess right now, but that it's kind of in flux. But they're just saying allow the situation to unfold naturally. There is a plan here. You might have to wait. I feel like it's good for you to be focused on your career right now. You will be having a conversation with the person that you've been wondering about. There will be communication coming in. It just might not be as soon as you think. So that's a love message for you, Afro Elysium. But let's look into your photography career. There's a message already coming out about working more, like every weekend, scheduling a shoot. Like every time you have a day off, shoot. When you're off work, you are editing those pictures. I think that this is a great career for you. I think you love to be around lots of people. Like the energy and the passion that's on set when you're shooting is just absolutely incredible. There's a message about saving up some money and getting some prints made and looking for opportunities to participate in gallery shows. And sometimes you do have to pay to be in the gallery show, but whatever. I feel like it's about just celebrating what you've done more and what you've already accomplished. I feel like that's important. Like there's still so far to go. You know, I know a lot about photography because I work with photographers, but this is a message about trying to like celebrate what you've done so far. And so there's a message about some kind of gallery show. I know how expensive prints are, but like there's a message about just like getting a jar and putting a 10 or a 20 in it every once in a while and just not touching that jar, even if you're desperate, and just let that jar grow and like you can break it and cash it in and like get a couple prints made. You'll be very happy doing this career. There are a lot of opportunities come in. There will be many opportunities. I mean, even just think about it. Some people are intimidated because there's a lot of people out there trying to be photographers, but also with this information era, and more people trying to start jobs and, you know, offer products, there's a demand for photographers. You know, so many people are starting online shops and advertising, and it's the information era, and so photographers are very valuable, and I feel like there's room for everyone. If you want to be a photographer, don't be afraid. Or I feel like there's a big message coming through about not comparing yourself to others. If there's anybody that you're following that makes you feel like crap because their work is so good, then just unfollow them. You know, and look at other people's work and remind yourself, like, you know, what can be accomplished, and be thankful for their success, because their success is your success. Your success is their success. We're all one big family here on this earth. This is saying you're hesitant because you're worried, like, is this really going to get you enough money? And I actually see you doing a little bit of commercial work. I see a message about like you're very close to getting your portfolio ready to land like a commercial job that will be steady, where you're doing photography, and it might not be super inspiring work, but it could be something that, you know, you're making an income with your photography. And once again, nights and weekends, you're doing the work that inspires you. And so I feel like the biggest message here is you got to get your portfolio bigger and better. And so if you're working with models or fashion, you got to try to get next level. If it's still life or landscape or whatever, maybe save up, book a trip, and take some epic photos. You got to invest in this. You're still in this process where you're investing and you're investing. So you might need to take on extra jobs, maybe that aren't even photography related, to be able to invest in more equipment. It's just invest right now. And that's what's scary, because you're like, if I invest all this, is it going to be worth it? But you know, whatever you put momentum into is going to continue to grow. So just keep putting the momentum in. I had to work for free for 10 years as a fashion stylist before I got my first paycheck. And I still work for free a lot to keep my portfolio going. I think that's the reality of photography. Maybe not every gig that you get is free. So be willing to do free work, but it's a balance between knowing when it's time to charge and also when you need to just take the job for the connections and stuff like that. And so I hope that that resonates with you. I wish I could do like a full reading for you on this, because I got a lot of advice on it, but I think that will help you for now. And thank you so much for asking this question. So I'm going to answer a couple more and then I got to get going. Katrina Pryor, what are my gifts? So let's pull your spiritual gifts and then let's pull your artistic gifts, all right? So for Katrina, wow, you have a lot of spiritual gifts. Okay, let's go through these. Can you guys tell how torn up these cards are getting? Might be time to make some new ones. Okay, so first of all, Katrina, one of your biggest gifts is you're like a really vivid dreamer. And I'm laughing because I have this gift too, and like every day when I wake up, I'm like telling my partner all about like the crazy dreams I have. Basically, the gift of being a vivid dreamer is called astral projection, and if you want to like Google any of these gifts after, you can. Also, anybody who wants to know what their gifts are, if you're watching this and you're like, I want to know what my gifts are, well, go on YouTube and type in Rainbow Harmony, what are your psychic gifts? And I have a free pick a card reading where you can find out what your psychic and spiritual gifts are. Also, if you want to know what your artistic gifts are, just go on YouTube, type in Rainbow Harmony, what are your artistic gifts? And there will be a reading for that as well. Free. I've heard that it's accurate. Try it out. But anyways, Katrina, you've got the gift of astral projection. It's a type of telepathy where you're just a very vivid dreamer and a very vivid meditator. So you have the ability to leave your body to receive information and healing. Yeah, so I would keep a journal by your bed and write down any symbols or repeated themes in your dreams. I would meditate. If you need to manifest money or your dream of yours, then meditate. That's going to be the fastest way to like draw energy to you. Meditations are going to be really good for you. You're also really good at writing. So you have the ability to write without consciousness. When you write, it's as if something else takes over you completely. So you're very gifted with words and you're very gifted with communication. Of course, you're also an empath. I'd probably bet $1 million that every single person who's watching this right now has this gift. So listen up, you guys. Katrina has this gift, but all of you guys who are watching this also have this gift. So this is the gift of clairsentience. So you have the gift of clear feeling. You receive messages through your feelings, through your emotions, and through your physical sensations. So this means that you can feel other people's emotions. Now, what you guys might not realize is that not everybody has this gift. So if you feel extremely vulnerable, if you feel exposed all the time, if you feel kind of shy, it's because you have this gift and you think because you have this gift, everyone else has it. So like you can see right through people. You can tell what they're feeling, even if they've got their poker face on, you know? Not everybody has this. And so, you know, maybe this will help you when you go out to not feel so exposed, not feel so vulnerable. But yeah, you can see right through people. So you might feel drained in public and around people, you know, the news and the radio might be difficult for you. But on the plus side, you're an empath, you're an intuitive, you're an open heart, and your sensitivities are a gift that allow you to tap into your artistic abilities, that allow you to anchor love and light here onto this planet and to be who you are, a light worker. So the final gift you have, Katrina, you're very spiritually gifted. You have the ability to see energy or like perceive energy. So it's kind of similar to clairsentience, but you might like be in somebody's aura or standing near somebody and get a sense of like their past or their past lives, or if they're single or not, or like just random stuff you shouldn't know, but like you just know because you can pick up on the aura or you can see the aura. So you're very sensitive to light, very sensitive to colors, very empathetic. You might also be a good photographer because of your sensitivity to light and colors. Artistically, Katrina, let's see what's coming out for you. Okay. This is talking about new media. So you have a gift with using the internet, basically. Using technology, collaging video and sound. That does kind of sound like film or cinematography, music videos or something like that, or sound healing can be part of it. Your artistic gifts could be very interactive and computer-based, so you could be really good at graphic design. If you haven't tried any of this, by the way, try it, because I feel like these are gifts that are yet to be discovered for you. You might be good at designing apps or technology. Photography is coming out. You know, we've been talking to a lot of photographers today. Maybe you're good at using Photoshop, computer graphics, graphic design, typography, anything like that. Maybe animation or 3D printing, digital art, internet art, maybe making memes, video games, robotics perhaps, but I'm seeing something more about like cinematography for you. I feel like you're a very good storyteller, so maybe look into that. That could just be something that's fun for you in a way that you express yourself. It could also be a career path. So I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for asking a question, and I'm just gonna do a couple more because my stomach is starting to growl. I'm seeing a couple people asking about a message for 2019. Go on YouTube and type in Rainbow Harmony 2019, and my 2019 reading will come up, and I go month by month for 2019, and it's legit. So. Okay, Sue, what do I need to know about going back to performing? Aw, this is so sweet. It makes me want to cry. I just got hit with like this wave of emotion when I pulled this card. This is the yes card. They're saying this is what makes you feel alive. Like this is what you feel passionate about, and you should definitely do it. And there's a message coming with this card telling you that it's not too late. You haven't missed your chance. You haven't missed any opportunities. You're exactly on time. You just needed kind of a break to be grounded and to get your financial situation and everything under control. And now that you're kind of more grounded, you can hop back into this. And I see a lot of success for you. I even see travel related to this. And so they're saying yes, just do it. I hope that resonates. Okay, so Deepa Bisht, will he come back to my life? Whoa. Uh-oh. John, can you like look for this card that just fell? I dropped one of your cards like under the bed. I don't know what that is, but it just like flew. Okay, they're saying, here we are. Oh, I feel like it's really symbolic that this card just like flew into like the darkest place in this whole room. It's saying, keep an open mind because your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I usually get this card when the universe is trying to like gently tell somebody like, no, this might not be your person. And then we're getting a really blunt message. This could be the one reversed. So I'm gonna say, this might not be your person. I don't get a sense that they're coming back. And I know that's a really, really hard message to hear. So let's just go ahead and see who is coming into your life, because I want to leave this on a positive note. I'm not one of those tarot readers that tells people what they want to hear. I tell the truth and what my cards are saying and the messages I'm getting. I'm seeing you're going through a spiritual awakening. I see this has been really rough for you to lose this connection. And it's been kind of a deception because this person really offered you everything, and then there's like this ghosting, like they ghosted you. Yeah, they're saying release your ex. But there is somebody new coming in your life, and they're saying like you want to be in a beautiful romantic relationship, and right now the only like experience you've really had with that is like the most lasting on you is your ex. So it's really natural to want to go back to this person whenever you think of romance and love and connection, to like think about that, because that's the experience you've had. It's really hard for your mind to fathom that there could be somebody different out there that would love you on even a higher level or a higher frequency or in a different way. And so I think this new person that's coming in, they're saying to have faith and trust, because this is what's meant for you, and you're going to be so happy, and you're going to look back and you're going to realize the beautiful place that your ex had in your heart and in your life, and how they kind of helped open you up to this new love that's coming in. So I do see healing that's happening as a part of this, and you will definitely be getting to know somebody new. So let's get you a timeline. Within a year, I see somebody new coming in your life. So when you're ready, release this person. You know, there's a card telling you to release them, but if you have feelings for this person and you still care about them, you can't force yourself to not care about them overnight, you know? If you want to keep hoping they'll come back and you're thinking about that and that's what you want, put that intention out there, you know, work towards that. But I feel like naturally a new person will come in, and maybe it will take somebody new to come in for you to kind of let go of this person. That's usually how it is, you know? I feel like they had a special place in your life, but I feel like you're being prepared for somebody new, and it will happen in divine timing. So I know how hard this is. I'm sending you so much love and light. Peace out. All right. Aw, okay, it's somebody's birthday. I'm going to answer your question. Hello, Promise. It's Lori. This is my birthday today. Just turned 36. Wonderful. I'll get in touch to schedule our next Skype session. But I wanted to ask you what energy is coming my way in December. Well, happy birthday. I'm so excited for you. It's a really beautiful time in your life. You're at your prime. I feel beautiful energy. So let's see what's going on for you in your birthday month. It is a month of blessing, really. You know, astrologically, everything is set up on your birthday month to really go your way. So, let's pull some cards for you. I'm really glad that I saw your message. As far as romantic relationships are concerned, or partnership, I feel like there's been some issues there. There's a message about like a breakup or something, or like considering that, or like kind of dealing with that energy, confusion surrounding that. But I actually feel like this energy is pushing you to work more towards learning and education. I feel like this month you're gonna feel really drawn to like reading books and like studying. And as far as the topic, whatever you're feeling drawn to, it could be something spiritual or esoteric, it could be learning a new skill, it could be something you've already studied in the past. There's definitely a message coming out about like astrology. Maybe you're just reading a lot of astrology because you want to see what's going to happen in 2019 for you. And so they're just saying, follow your heart there. You're going to be reading a lot. And so maybe you want to, you know, go to the bookshop or something. There's definitely a message about that. I'm also seeing you feeling really passionate. Your energy is going to really be at a peak this month. And so they're saying use that energy to get things done, to get rid of old items. I feel like kind of like a winter cleaning kind of message for you. They're saying get rid of old items around your home that are just kind of bad energy, or just kind of feeling like it doesn't belong there anymore. Or, you know, remember to donate those items, of course, to be sustainable. But I see you cleaning things out, getting rid of, and there's also a message about curtains, maybe needing to replace the curtains. And so I feel like you're going to be doing a little bit of organizing within the home this month, but it's going to be enjoyable. There's a message about putting on music or podcasts or my channel while you're doing that. And I feel like it's going to create really good momentum around you to kind of clean things out. And there's a message about that. This is saying like you felt kind of bored lately and you felt like the energy's kind of been at a standstill, but things are really going to pick up for you this month. And so they're saying not to force this energy upon yourself. Like you might be feeling tired and drained right now. Like personally, I've been sleeping like 2 hours more every night, and I'm like, why am I sleeping so much? But I think it's been a time of rest for everyone. I think you've gotten your rest though, and you're gonna kind of feel a spike of energy. I'm seeing something about a gym membership. If you don't have a gym membership, I see you signing up for one. I see you like making that part of your new routine, or maybe even taking group exercise classes. I'm not sure if you take group exercise already. Maybe you're kind of nervous about it, but I actually see it being really good for you and you making some new friends. So I definitely see something about exercise coming up for December. I see more money coming in. I think the universe, it's like your birthday month, so you're getting like gifts from the universe, and like there's some kind of unexpected gift. It could have to do with the holidays. Somebody gives you like a big gift card, or there's like inheritance or even just like a check or something. I see something about a check or a gift card that's going to be surprising and is really going to help. And there's a message about using some of that money, like obviously be practical with it, but there's a message about using some of that money to get yourself something you've been wanting for a long time, and that will bless you, and like you deserve to treat yourself, and you're always a good steward of your finances. So they're saying like maybe splurge a little bit with some of this. This is also talking about being insecure because like you're on your own or you're worried that you're going to be alone. It could have to do with love. That could be a theme this month, but I think that's why there's this message about like pampering yourself, and like you're going to find your balance this month. The finances have been kind of a worry, but I don't know. I see you being happy. I see you being happy and like something unexpected coming in, unexpected resources coming in this month for you in December. And then I also see some kind of new path. I definitely want to cover this in our Skype session because I feel like I need to draw a whole bunch more cards about this, but it would take a while. But some kind of new path you're being called to, but it's a very subtle shift. I don't feel like you're being called to take a leap of faith right now or like go somewhere new, but I feel like you're starting to feel like you're being pulled in a certain direction, and it could have to do with the love life. And so anyways, I hope this resonates with you. I'm very excited for you, and happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing day, and I think this month is going to be really beautiful. So you guys, I have to get going. I can't believe it's been like an hour already. I really have been having so much fun answering all these questions for you. And, you know, let me know what you guys need. If you follow me on Instagram at rainbow__harmony, if you have any suggestions for my pick a card readings, just DM me. And I have a list of suggestions that a lot of you guys have sent me, and I just kind of picked the one that I feel like is going to resonate with everybody. And I definitely need suggestions right now. So if you guys could help me out and DM me, add me on Instagram and like DM me suggestions, anything that you want to hear, I would really appreciate that. I want to make sure that, you know, this channel's for you guys, and I want to make sure you guys are getting the messages that you want to hear. Email me at castleintheclouds01@gmail.com if you want a reading. If for some reason it's out of stock on my website, I will make an announcement when I restock. I'm just trying not to sell too many readings right now while I'm still finishing up some of the ones I sold last week. Yeah, stay tuned, you guys. Thank you so much for your support. I'll keep going live like this every so often to do free readings. And if you didn't get your question answered today, I'm really sorry, but hopefully you'll find some answers on my channel if you just go to my pick a card reading folder. Hope you guys are doing well. Remember, it's okay to be depressed and sad. A lot of people are sad and depressed this time of year. It's okay. It's okay to be like that. Sometimes we just gotta cry. Sometimes we just need to, you know, and watch Netflix and just be in our body. So it's okay, you guys. Everything's gonna be all right. Just hold yourself, allow yourself to cry, be present, and it'll pass. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.